The high-stake elections in Taiwan have begun, and voters began casting ballots in Taiwan's presidential and legislative elections, a poll that's closely watched as China steps up its rhetoric over the self-ruled island. Polls opened at 8 a.m. local time at nearly 18,000 locations from the island's south to its capital, Taipei. And Taiwan's President Tsai Ing-wen has cast her vote. Now remember that Tsai is constitutionally barred from standing again after 2 terms in office. And all running presidential candidates have also cast their votes. Lai Ching-te from the ruling DPP, Ho Yo-i from opposition party KMT, and TPP leader Ko Wen-je now were among all the early voters. Meanwhile, Taiwan's defense ministry says that it had detected 2 Chinese balloons crossing the Taiwan Strait in the previous 24 hours, and one of which flew over Taiwan Island. In another development, China's social media platform has blocked a hashtag on Taiwan's election. It had become one of the most trending topics on the site this morning, but it was soon taken down. Earlier in Washington, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with veteran Chinese diplomat Liu Xiangzhao just hours before the polls in Taiwan. Liu is viewed as a top contender to be China's next foreign minister. And questions are being raised over Blinken meeting him and not current Foreign Minister Wang Yi. The United States continues to caution China against using the elections as a pretext for instability. And as per reports quoting the State Department, Blinken has asked China for cross-strait stability. And now, as voters hit the polling stations, our TVBS correspondent Vivian Sayo has sent us this report from Taipei. Listening.
Midway through Taiwan's election day, an enthusiastic voter turnout continues. Early reports from a new Taipei polling station in Banqiao district suggest a high participation rate, with voters facing a 15-minute wait from the 8 a.m. opening. President Tsai Ing-wen and her fellow Democratic Progressive Party DPP candidates Lai Ching-te and Xiaobi Kim cast their votes before 9:30 a.m. Former President Ma Ying-jeou of the Kuomintang KMT and the party's presidential and vice presidential nominees followed suit in their respective stations. A record-breaking 17,795 polling stations are operational this year. We are now at the Legislative Yuan, as voters aren't just choosing the president and vice president. They're also electing 113 parliament members for a 4-year term, encompassing district and at-large legislators and indigenous people representatives. Each voter casts 3 ballots, one for the presidential and vice presidential candidates, another for district representatives, and the other for at-large seats. In 2020, the DPP, led by President Tsai, won a second term and dominated the legislature with 61 seats, while the KMT secured 38 seats and the TPP 5. This year's elections present a complex challenge, securing a parliamentary majority. A presidential win without a legislative majority could fragment the legislature, complicating inter-party dialogue and hindering consensus on crucial matters, including cross-strait relations and budget decisions. Vote tallying will begin immediately following the poll closures at 4 p.m. Taiwan time. The Central Election Commission aims to declare the election results by 8 p.m., reflecting a prompt and efficient process. In cases where the winning margin is narrower than 0.3%, a recount will automatically be initiated. This crucial step guarantees accuracy and fairness in the election results, embodying the core principles of Taiwan's robust democratic system. This is Vivian Xiao for TVBS World Taiwan.